こんにちは。aps アカデミー講師の上村紅巴です。音読こそ英語の基本ということで、英語学習をしている皆さんにこの動画を通して音読のお手伝いをさせていただきます。英語を英語の語順のまま理解する、いわゆる直読直解ができるようになることを目指します。これが英語学習の出発点です。1回目はパラグラフごとに一旦停止して下の日本語訳で内容を確認してから音読に参加してください。Okay, now let's get started. ある老人の密かな息抜き。Old Fred Ford had gone to live with his daughter, Kate, and her family shortly after his wife, Mary, had died. Kate was an energetic woman who expected people always to be doing something, and she found plenty of jobs for Fred to do. This made him feel part of the household, but now he really wanted to be able to sit and reflect on the events of his life. If he had continued to live alone, he would have had the time to do this to his heart's content. One afternoon, he felt he simply had to get away from the house. "I'm going for a walk," he said, closing the door behind him. Leaving the town, he walked across the fields and followed a slow-moving stream towards the hills. After a while, he came to a pool in the stream under some trees. Here, he thought, was a place he could come to when he needed to reflect on the past. Although the stream seemed unlikely to have any fish, he would simply tell Kate he had found a place to go fishing. When he noticed the stream that night, his son-in-law, Jim, said in disbelief, "There aren't any fish there. That stream runs dry half the summer." The old man pretended to be surprised. "You don't say? Well, I'll give it a try, anyway." The next day, he dug his old fishing rod out of the garage. It reminded him of the last time he had gone fishing, 8 years back with Mary. When he stopped to buy a fishing license and some equipment at the store and mentioned the little stream, the owner looked surprised. "No fish in that. If you want my advice, drive down to Lake Henshaw." Fred thanked him, said something about trying the lake sometime, left the store, and made his way to the pool. No one else was there. It was just as he had left it. He found a comfortable place to sit, set up the rod, and relaxed. During the following months, he came to this spot frequently. Kate complained that it was a waste of time. If only he'd bring some fish home sometimes. The men at the gas station would call out in a friendly way, "Come to Lake Henshaw with us sometime. We'll show you how to catch some real fish." Sometimes, boys on bicycles would pause to watch him, and he would overhear their judgment. He must be crazy. But he didn't let these comments spoil his visits to this quiet place, where he would sit gazing at the sky, the water, or the hills, almost motionless, remembering the richness of his life. He found contentment beside the slow-moving water, which, like himself, had left the steep, rocky days far behind. One day, old Fred let the rod jerk. One day, old Fred felt the rod jerk. Instantly, wide awake, he saw a large trout jump from the water, trying to shake itself free. His heart beating fast, he began to play the fish with all his former skill. Slowly, it wakened, and finally he managed to bring it onto the bank where he stood looking victoriously at the beautiful trout. It was like honey in his mouth to imagine what Kate and all the others would say when they saw such a fine trout. Then he realized word would soon get around, and all those who had thought him foolish would invade his privacy. Pole in hand and fill it with the noise of feet and voices. No, he decided, his moment of sweet victory would not be worth that price. He reached down to the fish and removed the hook. The fish floated slowly away with the stream, then disappeared into the depths. Then, with a quiet smile, The old man made ready to start for home. どうだったでしょうか？最初はゆっくりと読むこと、そして一つの長文を最低5回は読むようにしてください。以上、aps アカデミー上村紅友の音読動画でした。See you next time!